everybody, welcome to Bones Collector. We're going to do another top 10 list today, and I do want to say off the top of the video that we have our favorite board game designers, and we like to talk about them, and a lot of our library is made up of our favorite designers. So when we find a designer that we like, we definitely seek the games out that that person has designed and at least play them. Then we decide whether we want to buy them or not. But yeah, that's what this series is all about. Top 10 games from our favorite designers. And today's video is going to be Kramer and Kiesling, Michael Kiesling and Wolfgang Kramer. Or Kramer, I don't know.
Some people say Kramer, I don't know which it is.
I don't know which is correct. These aren't personalities that are on the TV all the time, so you don't know really how to say their names. But yeah, so without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and run through these top 10 games. This is my top 10. Lori would probably do them differently, but she got to do her top 10 for Uwe Rosenberg, yep. So I get to do mine for Kramer Kiesling. Number 10, Paris. Just came out in 2020, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. And in Paris, you're just simply building or working yourself around the districts of Paris, around the Arc de Triomphe, and placing wooden keys in places to take tiles and get benefits. And it's, again, when I heard about this game, I knew that I was going to play it because of who the designers were. And
lots of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this box is packed, and this is published by Game Brewer. It plays 2 to 4 in 90 minutes, and that's pretty accurate. 12 and up. And again, as soon as I knew this game was coming out, I wanted to play it and knew that I would like it.
We each get little houses to guard our...
But it has different districts around the Arc de Triomphe, and you're going to place keys in those districts.
These are the districts.
Yeah, trying to take tiles.
Like spokes of a wheel.
Or get the benefit of that tile.
That goes in the center, and they all go around it.
Yeah, depending on where you place your keys is going to return different benefits. And
that's the centerpiece for the game.
And then around the outside of the city districts is a bonus track where a lot of bonus tiles go, and you're going to have a marker that you move along that bonus tile track, and you can select when it says you've earned a bonus tile. You get to choose one, and the thing to remember about that track is you can't go backwards. So if you want a bonus tile that's 7 spaces up on the bonus tile track, you have to pass those 6 tiles, take that 7th one that you want so badly, and then you never get to go back and take any of those 6. So that's something you have to think about when you're playing this game. But hey, I guess it can be considered worker placement because you're using keys as your workers and placing them in the different districts, and yeah.
That's what probably my number 10 as well.
Would it? Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I love it. It was a hard list to make because I love their games, and they're hit right there where we like to play, that kind of a medium complexity type of situation, not too much going on in the game to where it seems like work. And so making this list was very, very difficult for me personally.
We own more than 10 of his games.
Yes. Yeah, a couple of that we own on this list is Ghosts of the Moor and Colbert and the Great Card Game.
And Adventureland.
And Adventureland. So yeah. So
and we like all 3 of those too.
All those games are very good. Okay, number 9. Azul, Summer Pavilion. We played Azul when it first came out at a convention, and played it one time, and I told Laura that's too mean. Because the first thing I did in Azul was...
Because he's like that.
Yeah, was cut the guy's throat next to me. I mean, I knew exactly what he wanted. And that's what you're doing. You are in Azul, it's kind of cutthroat. So we passed on that, and this is a game by Michael Kiesling by himself.
Only Michael Kiesling.
Yeah. So I'm kind of cheating on this list. There's a couple of places I'll tell you where I'm cheating. But this is Michael Kiesling alone, and the second one was
Stained Glass of Sintra.
Stained Glass of Sintra, and this is the 3rd edition.
Summer Pavilion.
And we love this game. It's kind of it's Azul, but there's more going on in this game. Where you're placing your tiles on this board, you place them around these statues and get different benefits, and I really, really enjoy this particular version of Azul.
The tiles are diamond shaped.
And they're pretty.
And they're very pretty.
Kind of pastels. And
yes, you're building flowers.
Yeah. I'm wanting to play it right now. Because it's a fun game. Again, this list was tough to make.
It's got some awesome components. It's got this really nice cloth bag that you're drawing them from.
and it has a track up here, and whichever round you happen to be in, I think it goes 6 rounds, whatever round you happen to be in, that particular color is wild. And that comes in handy, trust me. And you can carry over tiles from round to round. A certain way you can do that. It has a tower where you put the used tiles in, and that keeps them to the next round. And has a scoring legend on this board to tell you if you complete this flower is 12 points, this flower is 14, and so on. This purple flower, if you complete it, it's 20 points. So that helps you keep track of what you're doing. And we really, really enjoy that and enjoy how that works. If I had any complaint about this board, it's this tiny scoring track that goes around. If you have more than 2 players, that can be pretty tricky.
It's really hard to keep it's hard even with 2. It needs a bigger scoring track.
Yeah, but I'm going to say it again. And this is 2 to 4 players, 8 and up, 30 to 45 minutes, right where we like to play.
Yeah,
and that's
our favorite version of Azul.
Yeah, so that's Azul Summer Pavilion. Again, we really, really love it. And I love all the games on this list. This was a hard list to make. And number 8 is a game that I adore called Miyabi, published by Haba Games. And again, is this Michael Kiesling? Yeah.
Yes.
This is Michael Kiesling by himself. And it's a poly-domino playing game. And you can build up as well as out. And it's perfect little puzzle. And it has some, what do you call it, not expansions, but...
They're expansions, little mini expansions.
Yeah.
Modules.
Module, that's it. That's the word I was looking for. It has the modules in there.
Doesn't come with these bags, by the way. We put those in.
That changed the game, and those are a lot of fun. Soaring track, and it's plays 6 rounds.
That's your player board.
So you have to make it all happen within 6 rounds, and the one with the most points wins.
There's just different. These are all 3s. Some of them are. They're all different shapes. And you're building a garden.
Yes, you are. And these
monuments.
These player boards that you're building on are kind of flimsy paper. A lot of people complain about that. And it doesn't bother the gameplay for sure.
He said he designed them so you could turn it and dump the tiles. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? If it keeps the price down, I'm for that.
I probably would have this and Azul higher up on my list than you have.
These are more of a puzzle style nature, and again, if someone said this was their favorite Michael Kiesling and Kramer Kiesling game, or Michael Kiesling game, I could totally see that. It's an amazing game. Again, a difficult list to make because every game on this list we love. So yeah, that's Miyabi. And now we're on number 7. This is a Kramer and Kiesling, Palaces of Carrara.
Or Palaces, Die Palace von Carrara.
Yeah, Die Palace von Carrara.
Because our game is in German.
That's right. But it was inexpensive that way, and
The only one we could find.
you don't need the rules.
No, it's the rules are on Board Game Geek again in English,
Pretty cool.
and the game itself is language independent. So there's the board.
But I don't know what size this board is, but it's small. And if you watch our channel, you know I love that. And then this has a resource wheel on it, where every turn, someone takes a turn, they have to turn the wheel, and it changes the value of the resources that are on the wheel. And that is pretty cool. So you have to plan when you're going to take those resources off that wheel. Should I wait till the next turn, or should I take it now? Will they be there the next time?
It's different color bricks, and you need different color bricks according to what kind of buildings you're trying to build.
Yeah.
Or the city you're placing them in, right?
Yep, this game is sweet. I really, really love this game. It can still be difficult to find.
We had a difficult time finding it. That's why it's in German.
Yeah, I think we got a pretty good deal though. I think we either traded or.
No, I bought this.
Did you?
Yeah.
On eBay or does
I think eBay.
Yeah,
I think this one came off eBay.
If you're trying to find a game that's hard to find, there is always eBay, and there is always the Geek Market on Board Game Geek. I would suggest checking the Geek Market first.
I think I tried that and we couldn't find one,
Yeah.
so I ended up on eBay.
But we've gotten games off Geek Market from other board game people that were like new condition, and they were 10, 12, 14 years old.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. This plays 2 to 4 players in about 60 minutes. We really, really love this game. I'm sure you would too if you played it. And yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Michael Kiesling and Wolfgang Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's number 7. Number 6, another Michael Kiesling game by
This
himself.
is mostly Michael Kiesling.
Yeah, that's all right.
A couple of them are Wolfgang Kramer.
Yeah, is called Vikings. And this is our Viking game. Do we have another one? We used to. I don't know if we have another Viking
I don't
game.
think we do anymore.
Gosh, I love this game. It's so cool. And
This game came out in 2017, and we just heard about it and bought it. We didn't know anything about it, had never even heard of this game.
And this is published by Rio Grande Games, and it plays in 60 minutes, which you know that's 2 to 4 players, and yeah, the same. It's got a similar type of wheel on the board to Palaces of Carrara.
We got this off the Geek Market, and it was still sealed.
Yes, yeah,
Still
we got
in its original packaging.
We got this in the shrink off Geek Market
Yep.
for a very reasonable price. I don't know, maybe we traded. I can't remember.
No, we bought this one.
Bought this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at. I mean, look how tiny this board is. I love this.
Resource wheel just like that. These are your player boards.
Yeah.
They're just
And you're just laying tiles in here, and according to what type of person or character that is, and
you're building islands.
It's pretty cool.
You're building little islands or big islands. And then you have people.
And the people determine what benefit you get. Like this guy's money, and this guy's points. This guy's points, and depending on what color is below you.
Then when you get ships, they go up here.
Yeah.
And they attack. Like this is a red ship, so it attacks down as far as the red row.
Red character, yeah.
Or this is the blue ship, so it attacks all the way down.
Which is the bottom. Because I forget what this guy is called, but that's how you score at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You want to get some of those tiles.
And the only way you can prevent the ships from
Attacking.
is to have, what are those guys called?
Warriors, maybe?
Warriors. I think
Warriors.
those are warriors
Yeah.
on that row.
You have to have a warrior in that row to stop that ship from attacking you.
They are warriors,
Yeah.
yes. And the blue at the bottom are called fishermen.
Oh yeah, fishermen. So
So
you
you
have.
have warriors, nobles, scouts, goldsmith, and fishermen.
We played this quite a few times when we got it because
This is a lot of fun.
It's a gas. This game is
This
tremendous.
might be a little higher on my list as well.
Like
I
I said,
really like this.
It is just a tough list to make because all these games fall right in the place where we like to play board games. You know, nice little board and moving pieces around, laying tiles, and trying to score and do the best you can in 60 minutes. And that's where we like to play.
But yes, I really, really, really enjoy playing this one. And normally I don't like Viking games because I don't like all the fighting. This has fighting, but it's very, very
Euro-y.
Euro-y fighting. There you go. It's Euro-y fighting.
So we enjoy that. That's the
I'll get
Vikings.
yelled at, the lid's on upside down.
It came out in 2017, did you say?
I believe it is a 2017 game, yes. Yes. No, I lie. It is 2007.
Oh, okay.
This is really old. 2007.
Yeah. How that got by us, I have no idea.
I know, we just never, well, for one thing, it was a Viking game,
Yeah.
and we probably just said, oh, it's Vikings, and swooshed on by, but it is definitely a Euro-y Viking game.
Yeah, and I caught it on YouTube and watched, said, what the heck is this, Michael Kiesling? And he goes, definitely, I'm going to check it out. So, yeah, I watched a couple playthroughs. I told her, hey, we got to find this game. This is right where we want to be. Yeah, this is a great
Very,
game.
very, I mean, that's old,
Yeah.
for us to have missed it all this time.
Yeah, and to get a game that was in 2007 that's still in the shrink.
It was still
How
sealed.
freaky was that?
Yeah.
So,
Weird.
the guy I watched do it said,
Oh.
you know what? There's one still sealed on Geek Market.
Yeah.
I stole it from him.
We stole it from him. Sorry. Sorry, John. It was John.
So anyway, Riverboat is number 5.
Okay.
And is that Michael Kiesling?
Yes.
Yes.
We're on a streak
We're on
here.
a streak for Michael Kiesling. And Riverboat's another one that we relate to the party on, but I think that might have been 2017.
That might be what I... No, that's 18.
18?
Yep.
Plays 2 to 4
But
players.
we just picked this one
90
as well.
minutes. Oh man, this game is fabulous. Just a fabulous game, I'm telling you. All these games.
I really like
this
this
whole
one.
list is just eye-popping, brain
I really, really like this one. Too.
massaging board gaming. I mean, it's just an amazing list of board games. This man, these guys are great.
That's money and wells and barns. It's polyomino again, sort of. You're planting tiles. All these vegetables. You've got 1 pieces, 2 pieces, and 3 piece tiles. You have workers and surveyors. And then there's a fishing element going on with ships up at the top.
And a harbor, you're trying to move your harbor master because if, yeah, the harbor master, depending on where he ends up, you only score everything that's behind the harbor master. If you haven't moved your harbor master up, you don't get points for anything that's behind him. So that's pretty pretty cool. It's something you have to concentrate
Those are
on.
the two, yeah,
And
that's the game board.
There's where your harbor master moves up this.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you got, I think tiles that are going in
You
here.
have ships up there.
Ships
yes.
that are going in there, and then your harbor master has to be past that ship in order to get those points. So that's just one of the things
Yep.
you have to think about in this
If you
game.
can't see the ship, you don't get anything.
Oh my
for it.
gosh, this game is fabulous.
I have to agree on this one. I really like this game.
Yeah, and I can't, again, would it come out, did you say 17 or 18?
17.
18. 17?
18, yes, came out in 18.
Okay. I mean, but to get by us for that long even.
Well,
was,
and I think we knew about it. We had heard of this one anyway, but just
Yeah.
had never played it. And again, we bought this without playing it, which sometimes doesn't work out very well, but this one did.
And I've said this so many times, if you play a board game and you say to yourself, that was a great experience, look on the box and see who the designer is. Then type his name into Google search and see what games he's designed, and he or she, okay? And then search those games out because you're probably going to like them. Michael Kiesling and Wolfgang Kramer are board game designers that we pay attention to, and when they have a game that comes out, we know that we're interested in it
This
because
was
of
on
the
sale on Amazon.
Yeah.
That's how we ended up with
Yeah, it was
this
like 26 bucks or something
one. It
ridiculous.
was on sale. He said, it's on sale, I'm getting it, we're going to play.
Oh my gosh,
And it was a good call.
Yeah, it was. It's totally awesome.
Number 4.
Number 4 is another Michael Kiesling game. Santsuchi. And I don't know, this game, I just don't think people rave enough about this board game. And while I'm at it, these 10 board games, only one of them you can call new, and that's Paris and Miyabi.
Paris is new and Miyabi's new.
Yeah.
This is from 2014.
Yeah, and I mean, I keep my eye on new games that are coming out right now and this year and last year, and boy, I tell you, there's not very many of them that can hold a candle to Santsuchi. This game is amazing. It's a tile laying game, and it has a crazy mechanism in it where you're moving your governors down, and you can move them in a different pattern that even if you don't have the tiles in that row, as long as you can go sideways and then go down and then go over. So I mean, it's really cool.
And you're trying to get as far down as you can
Yeah.
to get the most points.
So yeah, you're selecting tiles from a market board, and
this
you
is
have
the
a hand of cards
That's
that
the market board.
yeah, right, a hand of cards that
you have
help
hand
you.
of cards.
Yeah, you have to play that
Everybody
card.
has their own hand of cards.
In order to select that tile, you have to play that card, and everybody's got the same hand. Yeah, so.
We all got little statues we're moving
Oh
down.
my gosh, this game is tremendous, and
And it has an expansion in the box as well that you can take and place this
on your player board.
on your player board, and they're two-sided. And then that really changes the way the game plays. Because you have farmers on the back of the tiles, but this puts farmers on the board, and they do different things, and it makes the game a little more challenging. We don't use them very often, because this game plays great just as it is. But you've always got this,
To add a little bit
so
of
you don't
replayability.
get replayability. So you're never going to get bored.
Yeah.
You got plenty of extra things that you can do. So
And every one of these games, and Santsuchi also, are just addicting because the design is so solid. And again, they're all medium complexity. Nothing difficult about them, but there's enough there to make you think the whole time you're playing the game. And oh my gosh, that's priceless to me. It's published by Ravensburger Games. Yeah.
it says on the age range 8 to 99.
That's right.
So we're not too old to play this one.
We're not too old, and I'm going to play it when I'm 99.
And it says 30 to 45 minutes. It probably takes 30 once you get used to it.
Yeah, it's an amazing game. Santsuchi.
Back of the box again so you can see a little bit more. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I agree with that one.
This is, yeah, I'm having fun talking about these games.
Now you're on number 3.
Number 3 is Porta Niagara. Is this Kramer and Kiesling?
No. I don't know.
What is it?
Let's see. Yes, it's both. We're back to both.
Well,
Kramer and Kiesling.
Kramer and Kiesling. And this came out quite a while ago.
This is 2015.
2015, so 6 years ago. Let me see something real quick. Okay, Wolfgang Kramer, Michael Kiesling, yeah. Oh yeah, this is a great designer series that they were doing. Stronghold Games was doing a great designer series, and this was designer series number 1. This is game number 1. Oh my gosh, it's magic. It is magic.
This game would be a lot farther down on my list. I have never won a game of Porta Niagara.
I don't
It's
know.
fun,
I don't know if that claim is
but
true.
he beats me every single time.
She's smarter than me. How could she not win?
Just this game. It's this particular game. I don't know what it is about this game. I cannot get my head around it and beat him.
It was like 3 weeks ago. We played 6 games in a row, and she won every one of them. So don't feel sorry for her at all. I was mad for a month after that.
Here's the board. Oh, the lights are shining on it. There's the board.
Thing is, this is an amazing game. You're collecting. There's different stacks of bricks in the center of the board.
A whole box.
Your conquistador is on a horse.
Messed up bricks.
Your conquistador is on a horse, and he's moving around, and you have to be in that district in order to take that color of brick. These bricks are on the board on these colored squares, so that would be black because it's on a black square. Then once you take it, your player board is a little piece that has slots.
It also has
for
slots
what
to keep
color
track of the color.
Yeah.
So you put that in there because you know it's
That's
black.
black. You would put it in that slot.
There's the little horses that you move around that he was talking about.
And then you're going to place those bricks that you get on spots on the board that score points.
And stack them up.
Yeah, stack them up. Whoever has the tallest. And oh my gosh, this game! And again, it uses a hand of cards.
Right.
And you, once you finish playing through that hand of cards, that's the end of the round. And so everybody's got the same hand of cards. It's just, I don't know. Man, I can't say enough about this game either.
It's a great game. I'm not going to say I don't enjoy the game. I do enjoy the game a lot.
The mechanics of this game are so amazing, and that's what makes a board game fun, is when, again, this would probably medium to, I don't know if you would call it a medium heavy, maybe, but the mechanics are woven together in such a way that once it clicks in your head, you're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I can understand what's happening. I see what's going on now. And I got a plan. I got a plan for things I want to do in this game, and cards I want to get, and when I want to play my cards, and what colors I want, which sections or districts of the board I want to go to, because once you get the majority, because it is kind of a majority.
Well, there's bonus cards for each of these. For each section, there are bonus cards that apply to those sections if you control that section.
Yeah, so it's kind of very majority going on also. So, oh my gosh, the game is so weak. And what cracked me up, they were blowing this out for like $9 a copy or something.
It was very cheap.
Oh my gosh. And I think I did a video on this.
You did.
If you go down through my Bonus Collector videos, I did a video, and on the day I was like, this is on sale right now, and you can get it for practically nothing. And oh my gosh, I paid $100 for a board game that couldn't carry the little governor meeples out of this game. And this game is incredible. It's one of those games, again, that you'll play the rest of your life once you get, oh man, you know what? All 10 of these games I can say that about. But I love Port Niagara, and it is number 3 position. And like Lori said, it'd be down her list a little bit, but
not very far, because it is a wonderful game. Yeah. It just...
And we love all 10 of these
my
games.
My head can't do this one, for whatever reason.
My number 2 game, hey, guess what? Michael Kiesling wasn't involved in this one. It's Wolfgang Kramer, I'm going to read their names, Wolfgang Kramer, Jens Christopher Ulrich, and Richard Ulrich. So, yeah, I cheated and put this game in here too.
Yep.
Princess of Florence, and published by Rio Grande Games. It says 3 to 5 players on it, but there's a 2-player variant that is official, and it's in this box, as a matter of fact. And it says 90 minutes. I don't think it takes that long.
It probably would for your first couple games.
But I'm in love with this game. We haven't had it that long, and it is... It is definitely a bland-looking game.
It's probably one of the ugliest games we own.
But I'm telling you what, it's like...
There's your board. It's in cursive. So if you can't read cursive, or your kids can't read cursive, you can't play this game.
Yeah.
It's in cursive.
And this has a nice insert in it to hold your player guys, whatever those guys are, and your disc markers, and again, it's a little bit of a polynomino placing game on your player board.
You have buildings that are all different shapes, and then you have parks and ponds and forests that are different shapes, and that you're trying to fill up your board, and there's rules about what can touch what and what can't touch what, and
yeah, and
you have helpers, and
you have to have certain things in order to take or to play or complete that card.
This card, again, it's in cursive. You need a chapel, a forest, an opinion, and then you get extra points if you have a jester, profession, or any profession cards. So each card is worth the amount of points that, depending on what you have on your board.
And I promised I would not forget to do this, but there was a video on YouTube by a guy named Jeremy. I don't know what Jeremy does something, or Jeremy Gets It, or Jeremy Gets Games or something, but it's an older video, and he explained this game. I watched it, and as soon as his video was done, I knew how to play that game. So he did a tremendous job, and I want to thank Jeremy if he ever sees this video, and give him a shout out for teaching me this game, and I instantly knew I would love it. And what I love the most about this game is it's 7 rounds, and I guarantee you in the 3rd round you'll go, okay, I've got 4 more rounds. I can tell you what I want to do in each round, and you know how your game's going to play out, and you're formulating that plan, and that is just, I don't know, it's a crazy feeling, because you're looking at what you've got, what you want to get, things that are going to shape your game, and you have 7 rounds to do it, and I love that. Again, you can see the end of the game by about the 2nd or 3rd round, and the things you want to do. So it's just magic, this kind of game. Princess of Florence, oh my gosh, again, it's homely, it's homely.
Good game.
Yeah.
Would not be this high up on my list.
Yeah,
but
it's amazing.
It's a good game. There's the back. Okay.
All right, and our number 1 game is a new game, which is rare.
Yes.
Yeah, our number 1
It's by both of them.
by Kramer and Kiesling is ReNature. It just came out.
This is 2020, I think.
2020, 2021.
2020. Yep.
By Deep
Deep Print Games.
Okay,
And
Deep-
Capstone Games.
and Capstone.
And Simply Complex.
Okay. A lot of publishers in there. I don't know how that works, but it's got several publishers on here. And this game for me is a game I didn't think I would like that much, but not only do I like it, I love it. It is, you're laying dominoes on a board according to what is printed on them, and planting trees and bushes, and it depends on how tall your trees and bushes are as to how they score. And each player also has neutral trees and bushes that they can play to neutralize the other player's plants in a certain section. And I tell you, this game is like chess if it were fun. If chess were fun, this would be this game.
People think chess is fun. Now, come on.
I'm telling you. And this is an instant classic
There's the
for me.
board you're filling
And
in.
I got a prediction that ReNature will be in everybody's board game library eventually.
I got a gift certificate for my birthday from my coworkers. So I picked out 2 games that I really wanted without even asking him. And I think he was surprised how much he liked it.
Yes, this was a
I had
really
no
good game.
idea. I took a chance.
But you have these big chunky dominoes with different animals and on them, like, well, that's a butterfly and a turtle and a bat, and you have to lay them. You know,
It's like playing dominoes.
Yeah, like playing
turtles
dominoes.
touch turtles.
Yeah.
Unless foxes are wild, then you could do fox touching a turtle, because fox could be wild.
Yeah, and it has a track across the
You can do
top
that.
where one of those is going to be wild. What game was that? One of theirs that they used that mechanic before. It was one that. The heck was it?
Azul
Yeah, Azul.
has a wild tile across the top that
Yeah,
changes. This
same
one
thing.
starts with the butterfly, and you can pay. There are clouds in the game, and you can spend a cloud to change the wild tile to whatever you want it to be.
And you see these brown sections on the board. Once you surround those, you can place your plants in there.
Yeah.
So we had a little jump there. You might notice on the, oops. But yeah, these are your little pieces that you are going to play to score points in the areas that you've surrounded, or that somebody else surrounded. You know, you can place in there also. And okay, that's the 3 sizes.
You place in there every time you place a tile. So if I place this tile here, I can place this tree on any side of that tile, any space on the side of that tile.
Okay, yeah. And so you would place that in there, and that's the tallest. Is that?
Yeah, that's
the tallest one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the tallest one. And then, oh yeah, then there's a little pine tree looking thing.
Yep.
And this is a neutral one, so that would take away.
If I placed this one, that neutralizes that. He comes
Yeah.
off, like he never was placed.
So, I at first thought it would be mean because of that.
It is
not really.
mean.
Yeah.
It is a little mean.
But it doesn't feel mean. I mean, because of the nature of what you're doing. Again, you're just neutralizing points. And when we played, I remember I was, had my strategy and I was placing my plants and we're going along. And I looked over at Lori's board and she still had all her neutral pieces left. And I thought, I'm in trouble. But
Not
because-
on purpose.
Yeah, so I
I
was.
didn't know what I was doing.
And she was able to really popped me a few times before the end of the game and made the game very close because of that. So yeah, I love this game. It is so amazing, and the pieces are so tactile, you know, because the big dominoes, big wooden dominoes, and the plants that you're placing, and I really, really love it.
And these are our player boards. If you play with 4 people, you each get your own board and your own color. There's 4 colors. If you play 2-player, then we each use these both have a white parasailer. You flip them over and you each get 2, because you have more pieces. You each get this for your player board, and you fill this up with pieces.
Yeah.
So.
And let's see, it has 2, 3, and 4 player on here. Is 26, 18, and 13. What's that for?
It's how many dominoes you use.
How many dominoes?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it has, on the board it has 2 players, 3 players, and 4 players. Tells you how many dominoes you use, and that helps out in setting up the game. It took me a minute to wrap my head around how this game plays, just because it's weird.
The back of the board.
This is really weird.
Gorgeous too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is pretty.
It takes a minute.
Yeah.
To figure out, the scoring is a little different.
Yeah.
Because you're scoring, each area scores, whenever you place a domino and you close an area, that area scores. Whoever has the most in there, even if whoever closed the area, no matter how many they have in there, takes the bonus tile.
Yeah, there's a bonus tile in each area.
Yes, and it doesn't matter who has the most there. If you close the area, you take that bonus tile. So that's kind of different.
Yeah. Because you can, you'll think you're the one that's going to close that area and up, and your opponent jumps ahead of you and gets it. It's just nature of the game, and so they end up with the tile. But man, I tell you,
that's very, very pretty.
Oh, it's a freak of nature. Get it? Freak of nature.
Freak of nature.
You should have called it Freak of Nature. ReNature's pretty good, but it's really pretty and just fun to play. It's by Wolfgang Kramer, Michael Kiesling. That's our #1 game by these guys. If you have a game that you like by Michael Kiesling and Wolfgang Kramer, just please let us know below the comments. I don't think we've missed any that really would be.
Well, we don't know.
You know, yeah, it's hard to tell.
We missed Vikings from 2007, so you know.
But yeah, maybe we missed something. Hey, tell us about it.
We could have missed something.
Yeah, we've enjoyed bringing these games to you again. Michael, this group of games, the 10 games that we've just presented to you, would make a magnificent library for someone that likes to play board games of medium complexity and have them done in an hour. That's what these guys are good at, and that's what the majority of these games, I think Porto Niagara is a little more complex than the rest of them. It may take a little bit more, but still flows seamlessly because of the mechanics, and we just really, really love these games. And this is the only group of games that's going to rival a top 10 by Stefan Feld. I think for me.
Yeah.
Stefan Feld games we love, and he is.
But that's different. Those are different kind of games.
Different kind of games for sure.
Yeah.
So who would be our favorite, Kramer and Kiesling games or Stefan Feld? It would be worth arguing either way. You could make an argument for both. But man, these games are fantastic, folks. I hope you get a chance to try them. Again, just amazing, amazing games.
Well, I also like his little Ghosts of the Moor game. The box is about this big. Yeah. Tiny little thing.
It plays 4 though.
And it plays 4 people, and you're just moving down a little track. Yeah. Cute Halloween game.
Yeah, we got it for playing Halloween. It is a cute game, and it travels well because of the size and everything. And then Colbert and the Great Card Game, another very, very good worker placement game, but you're using cards as your workers. But it's pretty cool card mechanic, pretty cool contract fulfilling game. Well done, well designed game. We've never played Colbert. We love the card game. Hey, that's our video of Kramer and Kiesling. We had some cheaters in there with Princess of Florence, and then Michael Kiesling has designed some games that are in there without Wolfgang Kramer. But hey, this is the ones we chose, and we had fun presenting those to you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we enjoy doing these videos for you and sharing our passion of board gaming with you guys. We love every one of you. And we'll see you next time on Bones Collector. Please keep on board gaming, because you know what? It's the best hobby on the planet. We'll see you next time on Bones Collector. Say goodbye, Lori.
Bye, Lori.